Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, Minnesota. They're at the bottom of the conference.
And right now for the Clippers, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
A resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. With league-wide focus doors on size at every position, are we seeing the demise of the traditional point guard?
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you are 6'3" and under, and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
Now Harden, coming off a solid outing against Washington. Pass to Zubac. Here's Powell. Now Harden, over by Conley. Second shot opportunity. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, what a surprise. James Harden has finished a play with contact and gets a chance for the three-point the old-fashioned way. Nicely done, James.
Free throw good, James Harden. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level. Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Here's Harden. Here's Zubac, and it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac kicks to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. They set the pick. Pass to Randle. Five to shoot. The jump hook. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's Randle working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Harden looking it over. A three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Edwards. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The wing jumper off target.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Outside, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to Dunn. Powell against DiVincenzo. Powell kicks to Harden. Off target at the rim. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that one misses.
Naz Reid is the perfect modern big man. He can stretch you to distance. He will rebound consistently, but he can also put it on the deck and catch you off guard if you let him.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Randall. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Mike Conley.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden, and he drives in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is Edwards. We saw him with 29 points last game. Shoots from the line, and Jones pulls it down.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And Edwards launches it from deep. James Harden getting it done for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Terrence Mann. Batum is out there with Jones. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. And here is Los Angeles now. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Pass to Mann. Gobert pulls it in.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Yeah, look at Nick Batum get out in the open floor and finish ahead in transition. That is nice.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Outside Edwards. Edwards crashing in from outside. And eventually every player GA has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Gobert the pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert down low. Batum's there. Gobert gets the bucket.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Jones with the screen on DiVincenzo. Highland passes to Jones. Shoots over DiVincenzo. On the basket by Jones.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down to just one with the basket from DiVincenzo.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And he lays it straight in. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Well, just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Edwards. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. Dunn is checked in for Mann. And it's James Harden in for Highland. And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Took him no time at all on that one. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Pass to DiVincenzo to the left side wing. McDaniels kicks to Randle. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Harden. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Now here's Randle. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Out to the right wing. And they get it, and Randle throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Harden outside. Pass to Batum. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is McDaniel. Now Randle wants to get it to Reed, and does. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Dunn's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Zoo, facing a stout defense like this, what do you guys need to do to be effective?
You know, we look to play in a fast pace, run the floor, run pick and roll, hard defense, and, you know, we're playing good defense so far.
And the results speak for themselves with that. Thanks very much, man. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. When players look ahead, how much are they circling particular games on the calendar?
Well, I don't think this generation of players still use paper calendars, Ernie.
Showing your age there, old buddy.
Well, I walked into that one. And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
When Harden is on his game, very few players are tougher to stop. As we've seen, he can put the team on his back and take over.
Yeah, even when the defense keys on him, he finds a way to score. And you know what, Shaq, his beard, your beard when you have one, I can't tell you apart.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Los Angeles leading by 10. Batum wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range. Batum's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Conley, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, some way, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Unbelievable play for him over the last month, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Conley sets a screen for McDaniels. Here is Edwards. Dunn covering. Rocket 6. Pulls up. High post. Rebound by the Clippers.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Kicks it out to Harden. Zubac's a screen on Randall. Harden can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Zubac. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Zubac has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Harden against Conley. It's good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
From deep, Harden hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 21 in the game.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Conley finds Reed. Takes it inside, and the rejection by Zubac. Dunn passes to Powell. Shoots over McDaniel. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves trail by 16. Conley left side. McDaniels against Powell. From the arc, a nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Nicholas Batum. Amir Coffey's checked in for Chris Dunn. And Bones Highland subbed in for James Harden.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Powell. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
We know that Julius Randle loves to put it on the deck. Off the dribble drive, boy, he can be tough to deal with.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Alexander Walker. Bamba, a screen on DiVincenzo. Gobert with the block. Puts up a deep 3, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top. They lead by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here is Los Angeles now. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Terrence Mann is out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Jones. Then there's Brown. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. Bangs home the trifecta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Highland against DiVincenzo. Looking to end his cold spell, and the shot goes down.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now here's Edwards, defended by Mann. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Brown sets a screen for Highland. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Clippers lead by 17. The Timberwolves shooting 43% for the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Alexander Walker with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, James Harden will go down as one of the great scorers in NBA history, and when he gets his groove going, look out, folks.
Randall outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now, here is Harden. Zubats with the screen for Harden. Pass to Zubats. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubats a tough cover in close.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Dunn looking over the floor.
Get there.
Powell finds Zubats. Now, here is Harden. Over Conley. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
From the wing, connects, the jumper drops. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden with the drive. Zubats.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Edwards looking it over. Powell against McDaniel. Here's Reed. No good from outside. It's Powell on the wing. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup as they move to 2-1 in the group stage.
And if they can win their final group stage game, it's likely that they're going to advance to the next stage.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, James. You were in a rhythm from the opening stages of the game. What does it mean to have this kind of performance?
I'm happy. I'm happy we won. We played 4 quarters of great basketball. You got to be locked in. You got to have that mindset to where you're just in attack mode every play, and that's what I was in tonight.
You had them on your heels, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, James Harden.
make your hell gaming.